Okay, so this video is about things I've learned recently that have helped me with my PTSD, my CPTSD, relieving anxiety, getting out of that fight or flight mode. Um, Unfortunately, I was raised by parents who I love. I love them, but my mother was hurt herself, and she was highly narcissistic. And I was physically and emotionally abused uh, growing up, and I became a people pleaser most of my life. I didn't really have a sense of self, and a lot of the decisions I made were to make other people happy. And I also found my childhood trauma recycling itself into my friendships and definitely my romantic relationships that I had with either my abusive mother or my enabling passive father. So I just want to share with you, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things on this channel that are helping me get through this. And if anyone else is suffering from PTSD or CPTSD, hopefully some of these tips will help, and I will speak about this sometimes on this channel. I may make 2 separate channels in the future, but right now I just want to put this out there in case it may help somebody. Some of my suggestions may seem, just a little out there or crazy, but I just want to share with you what helped me. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is something that I learned, and actually I'm going to put a link from Therapy in a Nutshell, one of her videos on the parasympathetic nervous system, which basically, oh, it looks like my cats are trying to just steal the spotlight on the video here, which I'll introduce you to them later. That's Nigel in the background, and I got Beastie right here sitting on the blanket with me. But the first thing that I learned was that your parasympathetic system is basically the system that turns off that fight or flight response that you get if someone's attacking you, or you're being abused, or you're feeling attacked. And you can even feel attacked if you're getting emotionally or mentally abused. That fight or flight response can go off. And so a lot of times, especially if we're kids, we don't know what's happening. We stuff all our emotions down. We stuff everything down, and we're just like, okay, let me just go about my life. And we don't realize that we never processed these emotions or turned off these fight or flight responses. So this is what's helped me recently, and this hopefully will also help people that even need medication, like over the counter or prescription or self-medication for their anxiety or anything like that. This helped me a lot. So basically, your parasympathetic system, the main components of it start back right here, in the middle of your spinal cord, at the beginning of your spinal cord, and then there's another one right here, and the big one, the vagus nerve, is around here. And so when we take a deep breath and hold it, that stimulates the vagus nerve to respond, to put out that calming mechanism to calm down your nervous system from being in fight or flight. And when you take the deep breath and hold it, some people just hold it, and there's also like the Valsalva maneuver where you can hold it and like kind of push in and hold it. That stimulates the vagus nerve, and it tells your pulse to slow down. And so that is the idea, is to get your pulse that's slightly elevated or very elevated to slow down and tell your body, okay, hey, it's okay, you're safe now, you can calm down. And she also says the more you do it, the better your parasympathetic system gets at doing this, at putting this response out to calm you down So I'm doing it a lot now. I'm sure I'm doing it a lot to help me release things, and I definitely can tell a difference. I'm not as anxious, and I can think clearly, because if you're in fight or flight, you're not making clear decisions for yourself, for your well-being, and you also, might lash out at people that don't deserve it, or if you're around, people or family members that are emotionally immature, or they have that, and they are abusing you. They're going to use that as an opportunity to upset you more, or to hold it against you. So hopefully this tip helps. It's very simple. Um, but so I'm going to breathe in, I'm going to hold it. You breathe in slow for 10 seconds, hold it for 10 seconds, and then breathe out really slow. And you can breathe out either through your nose or through your mouth. And you can feel your pulse at the same time. So you feel your pulse when you start it. And the idea is to feel your pulse slow down. You feel your pulse slow down, it's working. So that is one of the things that's one of the things to keep in mind. And okay, and if there's anything else, I will add it later. But here we go. Okay, so breathe in. Okay, I just released the breath slowly through my nose, and that's how I feel it works the best. What I also wanted to say was focus on when you're breathing in this whole time, uh, your parasympathetic system, which is it runs along your spine. So if you focus on the areas, and it starts like here, like at the top of your spine, and then the vagus nerve is like here. If you focus on those areas, I notice, like, as I'm breathing out, and I kind of like, stagger right here where the vagus nerve is the most important part to release the stress or the anti-stress hormones. And then I notice that my pulse slows down more if I do that. So let's do it one more time. So breathe in, hold it. Okay, so hopefully this helps. I'm gonna put uh, the link that helped me that I found. So she even explains it more in depth and better. But for anybody that's watching me and sees this, um, I want to put this out here. I'm gonna make another video about a starseed oracle deck that I know this might sound really crazy to people, but something in it helped me, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. And it is about a historical goddess, a Egyptian goddess called Hathor, which I'll explain more about. And she embodies the divine feminine energy, nurturing energy, and that's helps me get through times, because I didn't really have what I needed uh, growing up, or even as an adult. And so if I this suggestion through the card deck really made something click, and I will be sharing that with you in my next video about We Are the Hathors. Thank you everyone for listening. Have a beautiful day.